It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Minshew going to open up with a throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver, and it'll be second down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They'll try again here, second and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. He's got his man, Davante Adams. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him, Mike. When you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zones. Somebody underneath, somebody over the top. Share the responsibility. But that's not what they're doing. That's straight man coverage. Quarterback sees the matchup. There's no question where the ball's going to go.
Here's second and 9. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
On first and 10, it's Minshew. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screen play there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
From the gun, here's Minshew. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former Florida State Seminole. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Condors will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes Amir Abdullah on the return. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll begin here on the ground. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized there was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
This one complete to Bryant. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Every offensive coordinator has drive starters, meaning it's a completion, it's a run play that we feel great about, it's a screen. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance of throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
So the message this coach is sending to his huddle is very clear. It's, hey guys, I got all the confidence in the world. We're going to be aggressive all day. We're not afraid to fail. We are going to try to score on every possession. And as a player, you can't help but love that.
Throwing to begin, it's Stafford. He runs with it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
That one into the hands of Atwell. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And he's going to go down, but there is a penalty marker there. May have jumped the snap just a bit. So now, from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
One more time for Williams. He'll get a couple, mark him down at the 3. Big play coming up, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it with Williams. And he is not going to get in. They make the tackle at the line of scrimmage. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal. They'll snap it. Here's Stafford. And this is hot. Wow, the decision to go pays off. 2-2 Atwell. Touchdown, Condor. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Abdullah now to return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. First and 10. To throw, Minshew. He's going to let one go, looking for Myers. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. In motion is Myers. Throwing is Minshew. To the right side, hauled in by Myers. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. And this is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
A run on 1st and goal. Marked down at the 6. Second and goal. Off the play fake, it's Minshew. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
They'll run. And he's going nowhere on this one. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it is 4th and goal. We're going to go play action now with Minshew. Back to the sideline and intercepted.
Just think back to a few plays ago, Mike. This offense is finding themselves entering the red zone. It looked like we're about to see a touchdown. But that's how fast things can change in this game. The defense finds themselves with their back against the wall, coming up with a huge 4th down stop. Not only do they keep points off the board, but it's nicer to do it when you come off with the ball.
Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. Carty's kick is good. And the Condors going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Condors 17, Raiders nothing.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Here's Boston Scott to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's into the hands of the tight end, Tyler Higbee.
Really nice job here by the quarterback. Not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
Throw right side, hauled in by Kupp. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer. They continue to get chunk plays like this. This thing could get out of reach fast.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
At the 40-yard line.
It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
He brings this to about the 26-yard line. Divine Diablo there to make the play. They face 2nd down and 7. To throw is Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Williams. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
That one on target to Kupp. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. Stafford to throw it. To the goal line and in. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Condors. On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Condors are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. Lots of space past the 45. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Minshew now on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And a good run there. Finds the lane. Gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Minshew. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. They want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Here's a run. A short game. Down to the 7. Now here's 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And they are all over that on defense. Good search, drops him back. Let's put him at the 9-yard line. They look to throw it with Minshew. It is brought in the end zone. Trey Tucker. Touchdown, Vegas. Touchdown here in the fourth quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the fourth quarter.
Minshew leading everybody to the line. 2-point conversion try coming up.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He'll look to throw. And he gets into the end zone for the 2. So it's not over yet. It's back to a 2-score game. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it is Williams running to the right. It's a pickup of 13 yards, and that will be a 1st down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal. They'll run. It's Williams. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it with Williams. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up 3rd and goal. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going nowhere on this one. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it is 4th and goal.
That 3rd down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. And now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now? Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Play action now with Minshew. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, There's just nowhere for the offense.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That's the rookie, Jared Verse, fighting his way in to record the sack. On 3rd and long, it's Minshew. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. The Raiders send their punt team out, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. On the return, here's Scott. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. Room up the sideline at the 45. Down the sideline to the 20. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Abdullah now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Minshew now to throw on 1st and 10. The pass rush gets home and he goes down.
He's certainly making a strong case to be in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Week. I mean, a touchdown earlier, now a sack. When you talk about impacting the game in all areas, this guy's having himself a ball game.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. He'll get this complete to Gallup. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders are able to cut into the deficit.
Jaguars 34, Raiders 15.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
This one complete to Atwell. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this.